How's it going, guys? This is Lauren back with Etheric Tide. We've got another pick a card for the coming week. See what type of energies we're dealing with, and maybe some guidance and advice on how you can navigate it, and any personal growth that's needed for this week and moving into the next month. So we've also got an add-on here, 1, 2, 3, but we also have ourselves a rose quartz in these cute little vials, just a clear quartz, and then this one is aventurine. So take a breath, feel into it, see which one that you're most drawn to. And for people that maybe struggle with feeling into their intuition, sometimes you can just literally the first number that comes into your head, or you can just watch all three and see which one resonates best with you. So without further ado, let's start off with our rose quartz. Rose quartz is about new love, self-love. Let's see what comes with it. We have ourselves the Queen of Swords in reverse. Now, the Queen of Swords is somebody who is very intellectual. She's very sure of herself. She's very, very good with her boundaries. And paired up with the rose quartz here, when it comes to doing our self-love, boundaries and needs and communicating our needs, and obviously swords are all about communication, thoughts, and so just I feel like I want to go towards organizing thoughts in our head and organizing how it is that we'd like to go forward. So she's in reverse, so it's very disorganized for you this week, as in lots of confusion, lots of I'm not sures, I don't know what the next decision is, this is hard, like those types of thoughts are going to be going through your head this week for whatever reason. Now, in regards to interpersonal relationships, whenever there is confusion in regards to how does the other person feel about me, I'm not sure where they're coming from, I'm not sure how I'm coming across to this person, and I feel as though my needs are not being met and I'm not understood. So I really want to hit that home, that idea of a lot of you maybe in your interpersonal relationships are not being understood very well. And just know that this is like a mixture of like some sort of co-creation happening here. So the other person is in part responsible for not listening and not doing what they need in order to be showing up in the relationship. And for you yourself, in what ways are you not showing up for yourself and showing up for the relationship? Where are you not accepting and understanding fully yourself in different ways? So we cannot expect anybody in our life to accept us any more than we accept ourselves. We can only show people how it is we wish to be treated by demonstrating how we treat ourselves, and this includes communicating our needs, communicating what our thoughts are, and how it is that we wish to navigate the relationship moving forward. What are our boundaries? What things are we comfortable and not comfortable with? And I think that's going to be something that's going to become clear for you. So I'm just going to flip this around. So coming out of that confusion, we get clarity. Coming out of that unsureness, we get sureness. Out of anxiety, we get peace. It's that feeling of like, I know who I am, I know what I want, I know what my growth has been, I know my past, I accept it, I accept myself, and I know this is the right way to go forward in order to love, respect, and honor myself and honor the relationships that I have. And this is the just and right thing to do, and I'm really clear on that. So hopefully that works out for you guys this week. Okay, number 2. For those of you who chose number 2, which is our clear quartz little vial here. So this one is all about clarity. It's about intuition. It's about cleansing and letting go of the past as well, they're giving to me. Oh, okay. In the reverse again. So So this is the 1111 card. Sometimes it can be associated with twin flames. However, I feel like this can be in association with stability. So for those of you who chose number 2, 4s, like if you think that there are 4 legs to a table, it's solid, it's even, it's a really great foundation to place, and it's strong. So this will probably be for people who are having a look at, and I'm kind of reminded of the Tower card. So in the Tower card, it's where all of the, there's a burning building and people are kind of escaping the burning building, and everything seems to be falling apart. Much in the way that the stability of this card has been reversed, and it feels like everything is falling apart for us. Now, things breaking down and revealing that they are not on a good foundation isn't necessarily a bad thing. I prefer to see the good within this, the good within that turmoil that you may be feeling about, like things are just not going the way I thought they were. Maybe things weren't as strong as I thought they were. Maybe the feelings of someone else weren't what I thought they were. And it's kind of like those rose tinted glasses have been removed, and you can see the situation for what it is, and you can see that all of the thoughts and perceptions of what you thought about this particular situation is all starting to fall apart, and you're seeing it for what it truly is. Now, just like I did with the last card, I'm going to flip this. This is about celebration. This is about union. This is also about, like, I kind of want to say, like, especially because this can be associated with our crown chakra. So like that really high vibrational energy that we receive from source. I'm going to say that this is you getting up to the next level vibrationally, through your healing, through your relationships. It's where you have burnt off the dead wood, if you will. And being these wands, they're all about passion, they're all about belief systems as well. So there's probably some deep-seated belief systems associated with relationships in particular, because this is a relationship card. 2 people that are committed to one another, that are deciding to join forces and become a bigger whole than they could be separately. And I think that perhaps there's a belief system that you had before around commitment and around what happens when 2 people come together and they join forces, and what that looks like, what that feels like. Some of the triggers and trauma and relationship, like those trauma attachments that we sometimes get when we're in relationship, particularly when it comes around to commitment, particularly when it feels like we're losing a part of ourselves to the relationship, and the fears that are associated with being absorbed by another person. I know that's going to resonate for a couple of people, that imagery, where we feel like we have fears all around when it comes to those commitment type things, where it be marriage or engagement or moving in together, taking a relationship to boyfriend, girlfriend, or girlfriend, girlfriend, boyfriend, boyfriend, you know? So it's those fears around being absorbed by another person and losing our identity within a relationship. And this is what I'm saying by the past being burnt away, as in you see the situation for what it is, and you're able to maintain your complete soul alignment and identity while interacting with other connections, and not lose yourself within those connections. Okie dokie, let's move on to number 3. Right, venturing. Oh, okay. Hanged Man. Even though he's upside down, he's not in the reverse. This is the way it needs to be. Different perspective. So, in the matters of the heart, we need to take a different perspective. And I'm also reminded of this idea that no action that you take will be effective unless you have the correct perspective or the correct vibration, thought patterns, belief patterns around that particular thing. If you come at something and decide, oh, I need to make this happen, or in order to get this happen, I have to actively do something in order to get the result that I want, and it's very controlling and it's very manipulative. And I'm not saying that you guys are being malicious in this intent. All of us do this. All of us are kind of like, we get to this discomfort when things aren't going the way that we want them to, and we're so uncomfortable that we want to kind of fix it. We want to fix it and make ourselves feel better. So we'll start going into all of these different tactics that probably helped us in the past, or maybe it was demonstrated to us by a parent or loved one, and it was very effective in that case. So we feel like we need to do A, B, or C, whether it be that we need to go to someone and we have to demand that certain needs have been met. Maybe we push our boundaries more so by encroaching on another person's boundaries in order to feel as though we're connected with somebody. And when we're playing these things out, it's all of us trying to soothe our inner child and those inner child wounds that have happened to us. And this is just like, those response mechanisms that happen. So what I would like you guys who have chosen number 3 this week is when you feel like you're reacting to something, when you're in those moments where someone said something or they've done something, and you feel as though your stress hormones have been activated, you just feel as though your blood pressure has gone up and your body is starting to have like a reactionary effect that you don't quite have a handle on or don't have control over. When this happens to you, I'd love for you to be really present to it, really aware to it, and realize that, like, oh, okay, what's happening in my body and the choices I'm making or the thought processes I'm having are actually a result of like a past experience. It's not actually something that I'm actively deciding to do right now. This doesn't mean that you don't have any power to do anything about it, because it's just your nervous system going into overdrive, basically, that flight or fight reactions. So when we become present at it, and don't beat yourself up if you don't get this straight away, it's a process. You can, even by recognizing it, you can say to yourself, oh, okay, I'm in a reactionary place right now. Maybe I just need a little bit of space for me to come back down to normal, and then I can see the situation clearly. Because right now, my rational processing isn't working right now. So that's for you guys. I hope that's been helpful for 1, 2, and 3. Hope you guys have a lovely week. If you would like to book me, you can go to www.etherictide.com, and you can also personal message me on my website as well. Thank you very much for your good karma donations, all of your comments and likes, and please subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more videos like this. Thanks guys, see you next time.